Okay, in this class, we will discuss one more very important problem. Okay, the given problem is a circular rod of diameter 50 mm is subjected to loads as shown in figure. Determine the nature of magnitude and stresses at the critical points. Nature of magnitude and stresses at the critical point. Okay, here what are the two critical points is A as well as B. Okay, these are the critical points. Here what we need to determine? We need to determine the nature of magnitude of the stresses at the critical points. Okay, so this is the given problem. A circular rod of diameter 50, a circular rod of diameter 50 is subjected to a load as shown in figure. Okay, which is subjected to an axial load as well as bending load. Okay, 15 kilonewton and 3 kilonewton. Okay, and also 1 kilonewton meter. Okay, the torque. This is the given parameters in the problem. Okay, so now we will discuss the problem. So first, the shaft is subjected to axial, bending as well as torsional load. Okay, this is the rod or shaft which is subjected to axial load which is 15 kilonewton. Okay, axial load which is 15 kilonewton, bending which is 3 kilonewton and torsional which is 1 kilonewton meter. Okay, 1 kilonewton meter. Okay, this is the nature of the problem. Here first we need to find out the stresses, okay, due to direct load. Okay, so here what we need to find out? Direct stresses due to axial load, that is sigma t is equal to F by A. Okay, we know that. Okay, direct stresses due to axial load. Okay, what is the stress? Force by unit area. Okay, so if you substitute the values here, what is the direct stresses? In the sense 15 kilonewton. So 15 into 10 to the power 3 divided by, what is the area? What is the formula to find out area? 5 by 4 into d square, where d is equal to 50 mm. Okay, so direct load F is equal to 15 kilonewton, that is equal to 50 square. So we will get around, if you simplify this value, sigma t is equal to 7.64 Newton per mm square. Okay, Newton per mm square, which is a direct stresses with respect to axial load. Direct stresses with respect to axial load. Okay, next we need to find out the bending stresses due to bending load. Due to bending load, bending stresses due to bending load. Okay, what is the formula? Sigma b is equal to, okay, sigma b is equal to mb by I into C. Sigma b is equal to mb by I into C. Okay, so this is the formula, okay, to find out the bending stresses. Okay, here what is meant by C or D? Okay, both are same, which is 50. Okay, so if you note down the given data, okay, you can see here, this is a given data. Mt is equal to how much? Mt is equal to 1 kilonewton meter. Okay, F is equal to 15 kilonewton. Okay, and L is equal to 250. L is equal to 250 mm, and C is equal to D by 2. C is equal to D by 2, that is 50 divided by 2, we will get 25. Okay, here what we need to find out? Sigma 1, sigma 2 and tau maximum we need to find out. Okay, sigma 1, sigma 2 and tau maximum we need to find out in this problem. Okay, here if you substitute that values, okay, what is the bending moment? Okay, bending moment is equal to F into L. F into L. What is the F? MB is equal to F into L. Okay, this is a formula which is used to find out the maximum bending moment, as we all know that. Okay, so if you simplify this, here F is nothing but a 3 into 10 to the power 3. Okay, in 3 into 10 to the power 3 into 250 divided by, what is the formula to find out I? I is equal to pi by 64 into d to the power 4, means 50 to the power 4. Okay, into c by 2. C into c, that is c, what is the value for c? Which is 25. Which is 25. If you simplify this, sigma b is equal to 61.115 Newton per mm square. Okay, here tensile at point A, okay, and compression at point B. Okay, in this case tensile at point A, compression at point B. Compression at point B. Tensile at point A and compression at point B. Okay, so this is the bending stresses. Same way we need to find out the shear stresses. Okay, same way we need to find out the shear stresses. Shear stresses due to torsional load. Tau is equal to mt by j into c. Okay, tau is equal to mt by j into c. Okay, we all know that. Okay, if you substitute that values, what is the value? Mt, maximum torque. Okay, that is 1 into 10 to the power 6, that is 1. Okay, so here we have 1 kilonewton meter. Okay, if you convert it into 1 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. Okay, Newton millimeter. Okay, same way here we need to convert this into 1 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. Okay, if you simply substitute all the values in this equation, where j is equal to 5 by 32 into d to the power 4. What is the value for d? Okay, 50 to the power 4 into 25. C is nothing but a d by 2. Okay, C is nothing but a d by 2. So what is the value? Tau is equal to, if you simplify this equation, you will get 40.744 Newton per mm square. Newton per mm square. This is the shear stresses due to torsional load. Shear stresses due to torsional load. Okay. Next, here what is the nature of the problem? What we need to find out? Okay, here we need to find out the nature and magnitude of the stresses at critical points. Nature and magnitude of the stresses at critical point. Okay, so this is what we need to find out. Okay, here the nature and magnitude of the stresses at critical points. Okay, so first let us consider the point. Let us consider the point A. Okay, the normal stresses at A. Normal stresses at A is equal to sigma normal stresses at A. Okay, here this is a point at A. Okay, normal stresses at this point, sigma is equal to sigma T plus sigma B, tensile plus bending. Okay, so what is a sigma T? Okay, here 7.64. okay, the direct stresses due to axial load 7.64 plus what is the bending stresses here 61.115. okay, if you add these two, you will get around 68.755 Newton per mm square. okay, this is the value called sigma. okay, normal stresses at point A, normal stresses at point A. okay, this is the value. okay, here what we need to find out, the shear stresses. what is the shear stresses? shear stresses tau is equal to, this is a value 40.744 Newton per mm square, 40.744 Newton per mm square. okay, this is a value for shear stress. Here what we need to find out, we need to find out the maximum normal stresses at point A and minimum normal stresses at point B and maximum shear stresses at point A. This is what we need to find out. Here the maximum normal stress at point A, which is sigma max is equal to sigma by 2 plus square root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. okay, so we know the value for sigma. Sigma is equal to 68. okay, 68.75 divided by 2 plus square root of 68.75 divided by 2 whole square plus 40.74. okay, if you simplify this, we will get 87.687 Newton per mm square with respect to tensile. okay, with respect to tensile. okay, same way here minimum normal stress at point A. The formula sigma minimum is equal to sigma by 2 minus square root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. Sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. okay, if you simplify the, if you substitute the values in this equation, where sigma minimum is equal to, what is the value for sigma? Sigma is equal to 68.75 divided by 2 minus square root of 68.75 divided by 2 whole square plus 40.74. if you simplify this, we will get minus 18.932 Newton per mm square, which is with respect to compression at compression. okay, here we need to find out the maximum shear stress. With respect to point A, that is equal to tau max is equal to square root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. This is a formula which is used to find out the sigma maximum. Okay, tau maximum. Okay, if you simplify this, substitute all the values. 68.75 divided by 2 whole square plus 40.74 square. 40.74 square. Okay, here also square. Okay, here also square. Okay, if you simplify this, you will get 53.31 Newton per mm square. Okay, these are the stresses. Okay, maximum stresses, minimum stresses, as well as maximum shear stresses. Okay, maximum shear stresses at point A. Okay, maximum shear stresses at point A. Here, next, if we come to second cases, two critical points here. Next, we need to consider point B. Consider point B. Okay, so here the normal stresses at point B, normal stresses at point B, sigma is equal to sigma T minus sigma B, which is compression. Okay, it should be clockwise as well as counterclockwise. Okay, counterclockwise at this point. So if you substitute that value 7.64 minus 61.115, you will get around minus 55.475 Newton per mm square with respect to compression. At point B. Okay, now same procedure. Okay, same procedure. Maximum normal stress at B. Okay, same formula, sigma max is equal to sigma by 2 plus square root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. Okay, whole square plus tau square. You substitute all the values. Minus 55.47 divided by 2 plus square root of 55.47 divided by 2 whole square plus here what is the shear stresses? Same thing. It should be the shear stresses at point B. It should be shear stresses also same thing, which is 40.74 square. Okay, so you will get, if you simplify this value, you will get sigma maximum is equal to you will get around 21.966 Newton per mm square. Okay, with respect to tensile. Okay, same thing. Okay, so here also the minimum normal stresses we need to find out. Minimum normal stresses minimum normal stress we need to find out. Okay, at point B, sigma minimum is equal to sigma by 2 minus square root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. Okay, if you simplify this, minus 54 minus 55.47 divided by 2 minus square root of minus 55.47 divided by 2 whole square plus 40.74 whole square. Okay, so if we simplify this, sigma minimum is equal to minus 75.471 Newton per mm square. Newton per mm square. This is the the minimum stresses with respect to point B. With respect to point B, same way we need to find out maximum shear stress. Maximum shear stress at point B. Tau max is equal to square root of sigma divided by 2 whole square plus tau square. If you simplify, if you substitute all the values in this equation, where sigma is equal to minus 55.47 divided by 2 whole square plus 40.74 square. Okay, so you will get 48.74 Newton per mm square. Okay, this is tau max at point B. These are the requirements of the problem. Here what we need to find out, we find out the nature of the magnitude as well as the stresses at the critical points. Here we have two critical points. When the load which is acting at this particular bending as well as twisting and as well as axial load, here we have that critical points A as well as B. So in at this particular critical points, we need to determine the stresses as well as the magnitudes magnitudes of the circular shaft. This is about the given problem.